Joe in real life. So I figured out why I feel like absolute dog shit, and and yet I'm not sick, and I haven't been able to explain it, and it's so obvious and stupid that I'm embarrassed to say, but I'm gonna say I've been eating like trash. My son's birthday happened, and we went hog wild, and then I went to work for that super long day. And since then, like, once I break the seal on junk food, it's hard for me to put the cap back on. And I've been eating just garbage. We went to a barbecue yesterday. The food was amazing, but I ate so much shit. And today, man, every joint in my body hurts. My face is puffy. I'm holding at least 5 pounds of water. I slept like 9 hours, and I don't feel like I slept at all. So that's this is a theme that comes back up on my channel if you're relatively new here. So once you switch over to clean living, you can't go back. Like, that's one of the things that the gatekeepers of health and fitness don't tell you. And it's really important, actually. Like, I'm kind of joking about it right now, but it super sucks. Once you dial in, you can't just take a long weekend to a junk food, you know? Even like birthdays and holidays, you can do a meal, sort of, but you can't just fall off the wagon. Whatever the negative effects of those foods and that lifestyle are when you're living it, and it can be pretty extreme at times, you know, for sure. But it's nothing compared, and I mean nothing compared. When you eat clean for like several months, and then you binge, you're gonna feel like you've been hit by a bus. You're gonna feel like you have the flu. You're gonna feel like you have a hangover, you know? Like, listen to my voice right now. It's so raspy and crackly. I wasn't smoking cigarettes. I wasn't out all night drinking. And why is my voice crackly? Because I ate some ice cream yesterday? That's ridiculous, you know? I used to live off ice cream. I seriously did. I put ice cream in my protein shakes every day. If I did that now, I'd be a dead body in a week. So that's what happened. You know, I didn't need a deload. I didn't get a little sick. I ate some fucking cookies. And then I really liked them, so I ate some more. Stupid. It's so stupid. I'm an idiot. But also, it's not fair. You know? It's really not. I'm gonna phone in another lazy workout today. Maybe I'll try to go a little heavy on the back squat, just see what happens. But I don't see how I'm gonna do that, man. My knees and hips and ankles, I feel like I'm 90 years old today. And just the thought of warming up appropriately makes me feel a little pukey. So it's gonna be exciting to see how that goes. Stay tuned. This is Joe in real life. Yeah, exciting times. Don't eat like an asshole, kids. That's the moral of the story. I know it's the 4th, but just don't do it. All right, stay tuned. I genuinely believe most of our pain signals, and I'd go so far as to say 90%, come from inflammation markers and not tissue damage. I really believe this. So I picked wide stance squats. I didn't go as wide as I typically do to a pin because it felt like the one I would be able to get away with the easiest. And man, I gotta say, like, my body felt like shit. It was hard to get warm. It was hard to get moving. This is just 95 for 5, coming to a stop at the pin and coming up. The thing that hurt the most, my elbow. Now, the first round, the first set of reps, I was like, okay, but that was a bad position. You did not set your brace correctly. You did not protract your shoulder blades correctly. Oh, and here I'm just doing a little horse dance. It looks really, really goofy. This is a hot tip. This is something I do. I see a lot of people using horse stance as well as they should. Horse stance is great for really warming up the ball and socket hip joint. It is not a motor pattern that you necessarily want to encourage your body to do, but this sort of extreme isometric will create good positions throughout the range of the hip. But what I see a lot of people doing is like either doing it with body weight or doing it loaded and kind of gradually coming into their deepest expression. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, that will work just fine. But I think if you alternate between unloaded and loaded and unloaded again, you can get into those positions far more safely. Excuse me, I'm walking kind of fast. Far more safely, far quicker, and with much better integrity. The next round you'll see better what I'm talking about. But anyway, the second set, I loaded up again, a little heavier. The squat was no problem, but the elbow pain, especially in the right elbow, but really both, was pretty extreme. And I got a better position. I was locked in good. I felt really good out of the starting gate. And as soon as I was in the bottom, zap, just kind of sharp, but also kind of general. And it's that tendonitis I was telling you about. But like, it's so much worse now. And I didn't do anything to make it worse. It's worse because I've been eating ice cream and cookies and acting like a total shithead, And that's the inflammation, right? So right here, yeah, I'm taking like a 20-pound kettlebell. And I'm not necessarily trying to sink deeper, right? I'm just letting the weight do its business. I'm trying not to lose position. That's it, And then I switched to 15. And you can play with this. You can do as many different weights or as few weights as you like, right? Kind of holding, kind of breathing, trying to stay calm, trying to pull the tailbone underneath a little bit, but not tuck. That's something else I see people do wrong. Horse stance with a tucked tailbone. You want your pelvis more or less neutral. You don't want it tucked. And you saw there, I sunk just a little bit deeper and had a really good, strong expression. My hips felt great. I wish I had something similar for the elbow. Although I am thinking on that, and I'll get back to you with it. So this is 185. I just do a single because I'm getting a little frustrated with this elbow, And yeah, man, like inflammation, you eat shitty food, your tissues inflame because they're trying to help you process all that garbage you put in your body. And then any sort of tissue damage that you do have is going to be exasperated because of the extra pressure, Yeah, and there I am babying it like a puss boy. The injury's not worse. The injury's perhaps quite a bit better. But the expression of the injury is worse, So I got to dial it in, man. We all enjoy eating garbage, but but the taxes are just too high. I think of the human being like the coyote of the animal world. We can eat anything. We can live anywhere, but we pay for it. That's 205. I just wanted to feel it. Anyway, this is Joe in real life. I'm going to work out for real tomorrow. But I love you guys. Be nice to each other today. I'm going to try hard to do the same, you know, and enjoy your life, but maybe not to the extreme. I'll see you tomorrow.